I was looking through some of the little YouTubes that there are of you performing. There's one at the National Jazz Awards in 2009. I think that was right next door here, wasn't it? At the Bathurst Street Theatre?
No, that was actually down by the Harbourfront.
That was down by Harbourfront.
Yeah, that might have been. I'm not sure that was my first Jazz Awards, but I think that might have been one of the first times they did it down there. I could be wrong, but
anyway, my point had to do with the fact that looking through the, very seldom see you with any music in front of you. You seem to prefer to work
absolutely
from what's here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Always, if you can.
Always, if I can. It's not always practical.
Right.
I mean, I'm performing Madame Butterfly next week. I'm going to have music.
Yeah.
Ideally, though, I would have it memorized, but sometimes there's not enough time. But when I play solo, that's one of my things. That's one of the things I strive for. Is I perform it all from memory. It's a personal goal of mine. It's a way to ensure that I'm connecting with the music, so that I don't have to rely on that visual, that I just see the visual, I just know the visual, but I'm also hearing it and I know it in my muscles. But it's also having music in front of you, whether you're a solo artist or playing in a symphony or whatever, it's a barrier. It's a psychological barrier, either between the performer and other performers, or between the performer and the audience. And if you watched two performers back to back singing the same thing, one with music and one without music, the audience would, if assuming that they are both up to technical, a good technical performance, the people would prefer the one without music, for sure.
Yeah, as you prefer a conductor who's actually, watching a really top conductor conducting without a score. It ceases to be a reading and becomes a recital. And there's just a fundamentally different characteristic to it.
It's very different. And again, it's not always practical. If the symphony is playing, Mahler, they're not going to do that by memory. But it would be an interesting.
Not the players, but there's certainly conductors.
Why not the players?
Yeah, true enough.
I'm talking just ideal, but even if they were playing a 30-second piece, I would definitely go to the symphony to watch a symphony play a piece of music with no music, and everybody's looking up at the conductor, everybody's looking at each other. I think that would be a beautiful
danger and adrenaline both.
Yeah, right.
Lovely.
Right. But you know what else is it? It's the possibility of failure too.
Exactly.
Right. And I've done this before. I've played a concert and I've forgotten things, and you mess up. But I'm putting myself out there. When Cornell Volek and I we play without music. And it's almost playing on the edge, and we're just putting ourselves out there and making ourselves vulnerable. And I think at the end of the day, the audience will appreciate that and recognize that and give back.
Lovely, thank you.